Oops. Hello there. My name is Alex and I'm here with another recipe video for you. Today we're making vegan enchiladas with a homemade enchilada sauce. Are you ready for this? Because hopefully they're gonna be incredible. I found the recipe for this enchilada sauce from a blog called The Monkey Me. I think that's what it's called. I'll link the original recipe down below. We're gonna change a few things here and there, but we shouldn't stray too far away from that. So let's get these spices all together and ready, and then we'll start cooking. Alright, here are our spices. We've got chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, smoked paprika, and cumin, and flour, which will be our mixture to make it a little bit thicker. We've got some water. We have tomato sauce. It's not focusing properly. There we go. Tomato sauce. Tomato paste. We're not going to use all of this, of course. And then we're also going to put in some cayenne pepper. Okay, so we're gonna mix all of our spices together here. And that's what we got going on. I don't want to dirty another spoon. Oh, and then I spilled. So, next thing up is to heat up a pan. We have our pan heated up pretty nicely. I'm heating up a pan next to it just for tortillas later on. Throw it all in to the pan. Okay, so we're gonna mix these on up, and we're gonna stir it consistently for about 3 minutes. I don't have a timer on, but all we really want to do is get those spices nice and fragrant. Oops. Okay, now that our spices have become more or less fragrant, we're going to add in all of our liquids. And then we're just gonna mix that up till it's nice and even and a little bit thicker. So I'm going to leave that and let it heat up, and now I'm going to prepare everything else for the enchiladas. So I already prepped homemade beans, which was just from a can, rinsed, and then blended up in a magic bullet with some spices and some water, and that is right here. So I'm going to let that sit. It'll be okay that it's cold, but you could also heat it up if you wanted to. Then I'm going to chop up this onion, probably half of it. I have a few tomatoes that I also want to chop up. I'm going to put spinach in the enchiladas when we make them, so I'm going to leave that out. And then I also have some of these green chilies that are going to also go into the enchiladas, so I just have to open up that can. So I've got my veggies cut up and the green chilies prepared and the beans ready. The sauce has heated up perfectly, so I'm actually going to turn off that so it can cool a little bit. That way when we're handling it and assembling our enchiladas, I won't hurt myself. Next thing up is to heat up our tortillas, and then we'll be ready to assemble. This is the brand of tortillas I'm using. They're vegan and they have super simple ingredients. We've got corn, water, and lime. And that's it. Best tortillas ever. tortillas actually take a really long time to heat up when I don't actually have a stove or a fire on that stove. So, I'll be back when they're ready. Okay, the tortillas are finally done, so now we're going to assemble and hope for the best on these enchiladas. Enchiladas are now all assembled, and I'm gonna add the sauce, and then we're gonna put them in the what is it called, microwave oven, right? That's what it's called, yeah. Alright, so the enchiladas are now sauced up. I have a little bit extra left over, so I'll probably save that for a different recipe. I think they're ready to go in the oven and heat up pretty much is what you're doing here. So I'm going to put those in. Alright, so I'm going to put them in the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for probably 20 minutes or so. It might be a little bit longer. What you really are looking for is for the sauce to start bubbling a little bit. Also, while the enchiladas are cooking, I wanted to let you know that this recipe is completely SOS free, so there's no salt, no sugar, and no oil. Normally I wouldn't do no salt, but I don't actually have salt with me at the moment, so I just went without the salt. I also didn't put any vegan cheese in the enchiladas. I chose not to put any cheese in the enchiladas because I think that it tastes a little bit better without the cheese. I've had it in them and it just wasn't the same. Enchiladas are finally done and it smells so good. They did not come out of the pan very well, but I know they're gonna taste amazing. I put some avocado on top because why not? Oh my goodness. Wow, that deserves another bite before I talk about them. They are fantastic. Definitely think they could use a little hot sauce, so I'm gonna add that later when I eat everything else, but so good. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I am going to leave the recipe down below in the description box, so that way you can follow along and make it your own, of course. What else? Follow me on my Instagram pages. I have one Instagram page. Follow me there, also linked down below. Comment also down below and tell me what recipes you would like to see me try. All right, bye. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.